Hey guys, good afternoon. Hey, so today we are joined here with one of Team New Vision selling partner, Amy Lin. So Amy, how long have you been with the team? When you remember the first time you joined the team?
Yes, October 2014.
Wow. So how long
Yeah.
ago was that?
Like
Almost
a year and a half almost.
1.5 years. Before we met, I remember when you first came to the Investors Club Tuesday night. That's how we met. How long have you been in real estate before?
Before I was doing part-time for a year on my own.
So before we met, and you were with a different company
Yes.
before. Okay. So you mind sharing? So in the last 1.5 years, what's the difference between? Because it's almost a year before and a year that we met. So how is it the team system here differ than before? You know, how's your life before and after? I guess that's the question.
So before I was on my own, and I had to do everything like marketing. I had to do cold call. I had to follow up everything on my own, and it was a lot of time consuming.
What do you do exactly?
I write like notes, like to follow up mailers,
Okay.
like once a month.
So you used to send out like
Yes, postcards, mailers.
postcards?
Yeah.
Okay, and
then
letters?
yes, and I did door knocking too,
Door
actually.
knocking.
Yeah, and then I try to create a website
Okay.
for myself,
Okay.
and then try to create that brand. So it wasted a lot of time, but it was just too much for myself to do that.
And you say you wrote something like, did you do like blogs or something?
Not blogs.
Okay,
Not
but you
blogs.
try to write the website,
Yeah.
the letters,
To set up my own website.
door
letters.
knocking
Yes.
and stuff.
Yes, and paperwork myself. So
Paperwork, so you mean?
once I have a transaction, I have to handle
Oh, processing.
process everything, all the
I see.
paperwork myself.
Okay, so that's before.
That's
so when you
before,
say
yeah.
waste a lot of time, so let's say you start, you spend about half of your day, is that it, doing
More
those?
than half of the day, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to figure out what to do,
Okay.
and then the rest of the day is actually doing it.
Not only time though, I think it's money, right? Because if you do
Right.
mailings and stuff like that, so that involves money.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pay and use time.
Right.
Okay, so that was before. So you tried to do it for a year, right? And then what happened after?
Okay. Well, when I met you, you said that there's no need for cold calling. You get appointments, right, instead of leads. So that which really attracted me because that's not what I'm good at, right?
Yeah, I remember when you first called me, you said, hey, I see your business
Yeah.
card. This is no cold calling, no prospecting. I remember that's the first thing you said.
Yes.
Right?
So that's what attracted me. Yeah.
Okay. So how's your day-to-day life now?
Yeah.
Like what do you do now in the past year here? Because it's been a year in the team. Like what's your day-to-day?
Well, now I have appointments, and then I still follow up, of course, with my own clients. But then I don't have to do with the paperwork. I don't have to do with prospecting, cold calling, door knocking, all that. I don't have to do that.
And you used to do door knocking
I
before?
do. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
For a little bit, yeah.
So now you're spending 100% of your time actually servicing the clients. Okay. And do you spend any? So what about? Let's talk about expenses. What's your expenses here? Is there any postcard, any marketing expense?
No, not marketing. No.
So you're just processing the clients.
Yeah. Well, taking them to see homes. Yeah.
Okay. And let's talk about lifestyle too, right? Oh, it's okay. You wanna take that call now?
No.
Or it's okay. So it's as far as the so this is not unscripted, by the way. Whoever watching, no script. This is first take. That's it, right? So and so now you have 100% of your time servicing the clients. You have more time, and you gotta. I notice you travel a lot. Where you go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So can you share a bit? What about how does it impact not only sales but like your life in general? Because I
Yeah.
remember in private you told me about you learn more about communication sales. Remember you told me
Yes.
about you actually shared it with your brother and stuff.
Yeah,
So
right.
how does it impact your lifestyle in general?
I think it's not only about real estate. It's like you said, it's more about personal development. So we have trainings here, not only about sales, not only about real estate, but how about grow yourself, right? So to me, that means a lot, right?
Yeah. And talk about vacation because most people now, most people think, oh, we have to work like crazy. But then, did you take in the last 2015? Do you work the whole 12 months or what do you?
No, I think I took like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Vacations, yeah.
You went. Where did you go?
Yeah, I went to Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
So hey, that's Italy. That's when you lost your back.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, so Amy went to Italy last year, and the airplanes, which airline was that?
I think United.
United actually lost her bag. So when she was in Italy for 3 weeks, she has to wear the same clothes.
1 week.
1 week, okay, yeah. I saw your Facebook. So that's really cool. And so in 2015, how many homes did you sell?
I think about 12.
12 homes. So that's kind of fun, right? So you do about 1 home a month. I'm not sure if you remember my story when I first get started with Coldwell Banker a long time ago. I was just closing 1 deal a month, and that's kind of a top producer's level in any office. You know, in a typical Coldwell Banker or C21 office, stuff like that, closing 1 deal a month, that's like a big deal. And prior to it, in the previous year, how many homes did you sell before we met?
Oh, I was doing part-time, so like 2.
2. So that's not bad, right? You go from 2 to 12 in the first month. So here, 2016, what's the plan here?
It's double that.
Double that. So like 24. So closing 2 deals a month.
That's my goal. Yes.
You think it's reachable?
Yes.
Yeah. And how so?
How? Because I have the support of the team.
Because every month, literally all we do here, you have access to my buyer's presentation, to my listing presentation, to our script. And also we do a daily, how's our training? How often we do training here?
Every day.
Every day, 1 hour a day, right? Who does the training?
You?
Yeah, because this is important because I used to be in a different office, and guess, people like the front desk actually doing the training, or they call it a manager, and the manager, these are people who failed in real estate, and so they become a manager. So here we don't do that. So you and I actually, we spend 1 hour a day, you and I improving the skill, right? And then the last one, so you have the buyer's presentation, the listing presentation, the script book, 1 hour a day, you and I. And then the last one is you actually have the customers. So how else to improve it? Do you have any idea how can we improve this? So you should be on track 2016?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you were to look at yourself last year, let's say there's so many people just like you, Amy. They're trying to set up their own website, they're trying to set up their blogs, they're trying to set up postcards, they're trying to send out, what else you do? Letters, postcard, mailers, and door knocking and stuff like that. There's people like that, there's many. They are ambitious just like you. They are good, they are talented just like you, but they seem to get stuck in that rat race.
They're busy but not productive.
Right, so being busy doesn't mean you're productive.
Right.
Now you actually spend 100% of your time servicing the clients, not just being busy just for the sake of being busy, right? So if you're to talk to yourself, send a message. If I can have this video, send it to you 2 years ago, what would it be?
I wish I met you earlier.
Okay, good, thank you. Okay, have a good day.